So on many different occasions, a lot of people have been saying to me, "Oh dude, do you think this type of gear should be used for this type of weapon? Oh dude, do you think if I put this shirt on and I match it with these shoes, I'm gonna be the greatest Splattershop Pro player ever? Please comment back because I really need your opinion." So no, I'm going to address this because I've had this question so many times and honestly, I'm starting to get sick of it. Now, so about gear in Splatoon. Now, gear, you know, it's an important thing, or could it be an important thing? There are loads of types of gear in Splatoon, and there are loads of types of perks that you can merge together to make certain weapons perform better than usual. Of course, like weapons like the heavy Splatling Deco. Weapons like this, they benefit from run speed and swim speed, of course with the Kraken, make the Kraken a little bit faster, and run speed just to make the general weapon faster when moving around and shooting. Of course there are weapons like the charges where you put damage up and you don't have to full charge every shot. These days you don't have to put too much damage up on because there's patches and all that type of stuff. Now the thing is about gear is that it's only supposed to make things a little bit easier. There's no like perfect gear setup in this game. I'm gonna tell you right now, I mean you could literally use anything. I mean if you really want to, you could use 6 mains of defense up, or of course 3 mains, 9 subs of defense up. Any weapon, you could do really well with it. If you put full crit respawn on any type of weapon, you can do really well with it. You can put anything you want. It really does not matter because the thing is, it's not going to make you the greatest player ever. I mean, gear does not change your decision making, your positioning, your future thinking, where if you see someone and you know exactly where they're going to be, it's not going to change that. So what I'm trying to say is, gear does not make the player. The player has to utilize the gear to make themselves. That is very complicated, but they have to find out who they are. So if you feel like running full special charge or lots of special saver on the Splattershop Pro, go ahead. Gear is all personal preference. If you feel like if you use this type of gear and it's working for you, go ahead. That is you. You use that. Some people use damage up on Splatlings. Personally, I don't. Some people use quick speeds perks on Tenatechs. Personally, I don't. I use 1 main of swim speed and I use 3 subs of run speed on a Tenatech, and the rest is like quick respawn and special saver. That's comfortable for me. A lot of people have been questioning my Jet Sculpture builds or my other builds. Like, I have builds where I use 1 sub of run speed or 1 sub of ink recovery, and people say, isn't that a little bit irrelevant? I mean, aren't you supposed to have more? Well, no, because I do things a certain way that's comfortable for me. Like, personally, I want that little bit of ink recovery to actually do something. I want that little bit of run speed to actually do something. I'm actually going to go through why I have this type of Jet Sculpture build. I'm actually going to show you right now on the screen. So, this Jet Sculpture build, technically 3 mains and 1 sub of damage up. And you see the 1 sub of run speed, the 1 sub of ink recovery, the triple ink saver main. Why I have this ink recovery, basically if I run out of ink, I pop in the ink, I pop back out, I have at least 3 shots. And of course, it only makes the gun just a little bit more efficient. It's not the biggest change, but it just makes it a little bit more efficient. Why I have this 1 run speed sub? Reason is for mobility in the air. When just generally running around or jumping in the air, the inkling feels a little bit smoother. It's crazy to think, but that 1 run speed sub actually does make a little bit of a difference. I actually just use 1 run speed sub for a lot of weapons, like the Splattershop Pro, the Rapid Blaster Pro. A lot of weapons. There are a lot of weapons that I use just 1 run speed sub, and it makes so much difference. And of course, it makes a difference for me. You have to understand it. It makes a difference for me. It's a personal preference thing. You guys may try it, and you'll be just like, okay, why? I don't feel any difference. I don't feel any different running this. Dude told me that this was going to make a huge difference in my gameplay, and I don't see any difference. I'm going 4 and 12 every game, and I don't know what's going on. Well, the first thing, no, I did not tell you this. And you could argue that I told you to use this type of gear in my gear startup videos, but that is not the case. My gear startup videos are opinion based. You gotta realize that. These are builds that I created that work out for me. So I'm just saying, if you need some sort of suggestion of what type of gear you would like to wear or want to wear on, let's say the Sploosh-O-Matic, or what gear setup have you ever made? The Blast, let's go the Blaster, the custom Blaster. I use like special charge and a 1 ink recovery sub and a couple defenses and a lot of speed and all that type of stuff. You may think it's stupid, you may think it's great, but it's personal preference and it works out for me. So just to conclude, this is just a video or a rant, I guess. This is technically a rant of just saying that gear is not everything. You can wear whatever you want and you can still perform really well. You just need to utilize the gear and make it work for your playstyle. And that is the way that you're going to perform even better in games. So pretty much, this is pretty much all I wanted to actually say in this video. Like, just use whatever you want. If you feel comfortable with it, go ahead, just keep using it. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I've looked at other people's gear and I'll question, why do you wear this, or why would you put this on? You know, I wouldn't understand it, but you know, it's a personal preference thing. If they feel comfortable with it, that's fine. But anyways, that's all I'm going to be saying today for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I heard that you guys liked these types of videos, so I was just thinking, you know, this is a thing that's been happening recently. I've been getting a lot of questions of people asking me what type of gear that you should wear on this or what type of gear they should wear on that. Just experiment. Just experiment. Use all types of gear, like using all types of weapons, of course. I'm just like with my last video about maining weapons. Use all kinds of weapons. It's all great. But yeah, just experiment with gear. Just find out what works out for you, because my personal gear style might not work for everyone else. I'm just saying just that because, you know, we all have things that we're accustomed to. But yeah, let me actually end this video off because I keep going on and stuff like that. I'm so sorry. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch, both in the description below. Do it for both if you're feeling generous. And as always, guys, this has been ThatSrb2DUDE, and I shall see you guys in a future video.